I was gonna clap, but then I don't want to be too loud because sometimes that's annoying, and it's like, you're like, why is he clapping so damn loud? Turn that mess down, boy. I remember going to my grandmother's church when I was a wee little, tiny little man, knee high to a grasshopper, and there was one of the pastors or deacons or somebody who was talking to me. He called me boy, and it triggered something inside of me, something fierce. And I never liked the guy after that. I don't remember what I said. I felt like I almost blacked out at that time. I didn't know at that particular time, being a young man, I didn't know that to speak up for myself like I do right now. And yeah, anyway, that's that. Welcome to the Trey Show 9 show. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm out and about today. So the show is going to be in the car studio. Here we go. And today we're talking about, and it's kind of hot too today. It's a beautiful day, actually, really. I can feel it though. I can feel the sweat coming down. But today, what are we talking about today? I don't even know. We're talking about relationships. Trey Show 9. That's what it's about. That's why we're here. That's why I'm here. I'm also here because I have a desire and a passion and I believe a purpose to motivate men, or to motivate those that may want some help or want a different insight, or just want to be nosy, I guess, really, honestly. I'll take those too. And I'll also take haters too, because haters feed and they help multiply the production of this show. But today is Trey Show 9. It is hump day too, so happy hump day, everybody. All right, go get your hump on. Find somebody to get your hump on. If you can't find somebody, then just find a pole or something. I don't know, a tree or something like that. Like a dog that you are. That's right, I'm a dog. Doggy dog, Snoop Doggy Dog. So today, the thought or the transformation of this day, and some of the things that I just wanted to help out with is, and this all comes from just people that I talked to in the past, present, and these are things that I'm reading, or these are the things that I'm studying, or experiences that I've personally experienced firsthand. Not a big deal, not too much, but watching guys go through some sort of abuse by women or caused by women. I remember I used to work at a jail years ago, many years ago, and I met a guy in there. I won't say his name. I do remember his name. He's we spoke a lot, and he went on to tell me about his case, and he went on to tell me about how he got caught and what he did and what he was doing and whatnot that led up to those events. And then after those events, he left all the juiciness, out. But basically, he meets these women or this particular girl, and he thinks that he's going to just, have a night of fun, right? And I'm sure it was fun up until a certain point. Up until a certain point where I believe this particular girl was wanted, and she had, I guess he was also, the cops were looking for him, and so she ratted him out, planted a whole bunch of drugs on him, and then, long story short, he went to jail. And if I'm corrected, I believe this was the second time, and shame on him, because I'm like, bruh, when are you gonna learn? You what do you got going for you? You can't do this a third time. You can't do this a third time. You can't allow. And I was telling him, like, you can't, come on now, just common sense. But to him, he's just, I don't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? He's just thirsty, maybe. I don't know. Maybe on the exterior, he looks like, a G, but maybe he's a simp. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? And this guy definitely looked the part for shizzle, man. If there was a stereotype of a black gangster looking dude, this would be the guy. And honestly, I was actually really afraid to talk to him at first. The first conversation, I was like kind of standoffish. You know what I mean? The guy thing. We size each other up real quick. That's what guys do. That's just what it is. Whether it doesn't matter who's tougher, this and that at that particular time. In that first 2 seconds, I'm trying to figure out, who I'm watching my back. You know what I'm saying? I got my back against the wall. I'm making sure that I can see all around me. My head is on a swivel constantly when I'm talking to him. I got one eye on him and the other eye on this and that. And mind you, I was a figure in the jail that I was a counselor. I was that figure. You know what I mean? They call, obviously, I don't know if you know street slang, but they call me the square, right? Because that's how they didn't know me from Adam. They didn't know my lifestyle from anything, but they just, this is who it is. You know what I'm saying? And then eventually when people started to get to know me, then I just became like their uncle. And it was amazing. It was an amazing time. It was really amazing. That particular part of that job was fantastic. But yeah, I mean, and then I have a closer story of just, I know, I've said this before in other podcasts. I know guys that have been abused, and by women, one a girlfriend, one a wife. With this particular wife, she actually tried to murder this guy. She was crazy, bipolar maybe, I don't know. But I mean, there was really no excuse. Honestly, I'm sorry, there's just no excuse. And growing up, I've always had, because I didn't have a father. So I took it upon myself to create community for men. That is my ultimate purpose. And so in talking about relationships, and then also telling them about women, like what women, not necessarily what they want, but the characteristics of a woman, because, after talking to these guys, and hearing their story, it's like, hey, look, this is a wake-up call, y'all. This is a wake-up call to show you the nature of some women and the potential of a lot of other women and the reality of what actually goes on in these relationships and how women are, their character is to survive. Their character is to find the suitable mate, the strongest guy, the alpha male, if you will, if you believe in that. She's looking for the alpha male. She's looking for, somebody who's going to produce a child that is going to survive, right? The strongest will survive. And, a lot of guys are walking around. They want to be married. They want to have a girlfriend. They want, vagina. And they'll do so much. And they'll do the things that are promoted on television. You just think about that. Watch and look at how guys and yourself, how you interact with women and how you do the whole pickup. It's society's way, right? But where does that all come from? A lot of that comes from movies. If you just think about it, the things that we learn come from movies, and it's like, well, what are their parents and get it from? Well, I just learned from my parents. Well, where did they get it from? They got it from the whatever time and era that they come from. And it's just been passed down. And I think that men should, I'm not saying stop formulating to society for you. That may not be your choice. That is my choice. I am not a conformist. I don't conform to the things of this world when it comes to the ideals and the ideas and the way things and the way men act towards women, how they put women on a pedestal, and how women are, damsel in distresses and shit, and you got to go out there and save everybody, Captain Save 'em ho. That's not how I do. That's not what I do. I don't even do that with my wife at all. There's things that she has to do on her own, and there's things that I will do for her, right? But I can't count on the things that she's going to do for herself. I have to make sure that I know and I can lead in such a way that will benefit our relationship as a whole, right? So wrap this up. To make this real quick, I'm not going to talk too long because it's sweaty as a mug in here. And I didn't roll down any windows or anything like that, but it's all good. Let me open up that's open right there. So anyway, let some air in here. Anyway, guys, one of the things that I would say is a lot of times guys are afraid of women, or we put them on such a pedestal that we're not able to say things to them that they need to hear. We don't want to hurt their feelings, right? But if women are equal, right? This is what they're preaching, right? These feminists, they're preaching women are equal, women are strong, and women are this and women are that. Then you should be able to take it like a man. I don't know. Shoot, if you want to act like one. So, but you're human and you're tougher than you think. And men got to realize, hey, give it to them. Don't let them just pass by some shit that you need to deal with, that they need to deal with. You dig? Especially in a relationship. And vet these women. Guys need to vet women. They need to hire slow, fire fast. Hire slow, fire fast. If you think that you want to be in some sort of a long relationship of any type, whatever that means to you, you got to vet these women. You have to, you got to do it. You got to understand who they are. Here's my stance on how you should date, and it's been like this for a minute. The first date really should be somewhere where you're working. It should be like, for example, this is what I mean. My idea for a first date, if this is a serious girl or this is a girl that you're trying to really if you're that type of guy that's trying to be in a relationship, right? Long-term relationship and girlfriend and boyfriend, all that happy jazz, and you want to vet, this is what I would suggest, and I've always suggested this in counseling, is go to a volunteer type of a place. Man, it's hot in this car. I'm going to wrap this up real quick. This is the last story I'm going to say, then I'm going to wrap it up. Go to a, volunteer together. Volunteer together at a food bank or a food feed where you're passing out food and stuff. Volunteer there. Go on a trip. Go on a missions trip, right? Like for work or something, you know what I mean? Like as a group, and just watch her from a bird's eye view. That's kind of been my thing for, that's my idea, right? If you're trying to be with this girl, you're trying to be with her long term, marriage maybe, or moving in. Don't move in with her. Don't do that. And you got to do these things. You dig? So, yeah, man, I just wanted to say that. I gotta pause here real quick. So hire slow, fire fast. Hire slow, fire fast. I read that in Alpha Unplugged by Rich Cooper, and it really rang a bell and struck a chord to me because, you can use that scenario with anything, with business or with or a romantic relationship, whatever. You can apply that method, that idea, into really anything, honestly. So that's what's up. So yeah, Trey Show 9 show today. It's a special day. It's Wednesday. It's hump day. You dig? And the day is beautiful. The sun is out. As you can tell, you can see a little sun rays here. I'm having my lunch right now. So on my lunch break from work, my day job, I want to do a little podcast. I want to kick some knowledge to you guys. This is huge. This is huge. And if you're married like myself, this can work in your marriage too, because, you know, I'm not necessarily like, you know, I'm past the whole hiring, firing, this and that, whatever. But if there is ever a time where my wife crosses the line, right? I do have a line, but if she ever crosses that line, then I need to fire fast, because it's for the safety of my family. That is my ultimate goal, is how do I keep my family safe? How do I continue to protect them? I think a man should do that. I think a man should be that. Despite what people say. Despite what people say, because, you know, if there's going to be some sort of a fight, if there's going to be some sort of a an emergency and an intruder came in, who's going to rise to the occasion? Who's going to be the first one to jump up and ready to go? You know what I'm saying? I know I am. I hear a sound in my house and I'm up. I'm up. Now, if I don't get up and my wife wakes me up, she'll if she gets up first, she'll wake me up. And then I'll get up. You dig? And I check everything. I'm checking everything. Even if I have a bad dream, or if I even sense some sort of a vibe, you know, one morning, it was early in the morning, so I don't know, it was like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. I don't even really know what time it was. It doesn't really matter. But I heard a sound in our laundry room. And it the first time I heard it, it sounded like it was by my kid's bedroom. So, man, I was Johnny on the spot. I jumped up real quick, looking for my flashlight, get my flashlight out. I, you know, put my shoes on, went outside, checked the area, the perimeter, and did all that, because I believe that's the role, that's the gig, right? That's the gig that you signed up for. And so, you know, leaving the whole like hire slow, fire fast, I don't really have to deal with that part. But the part that I deal with is, how do I not coexist, but how do I lead in the relationship? So that's one example. The other example is that I said about earlier, when it came to the people that I was talking about and them being a leader in the relationship, is basically this, is when your woman does something that is off base, you know it, she knows it, you should be correcting her. You should be letting her know, because nobody is doing these things with her and for her to better her, right? One of the things that I remember and I hold till today in my marriage and any relationship that I ever will get into in the future, I have this thought, this idea, is the mindset is that she's not my enemy. This woman, my wife, this human being over there is not my enemy. She's not my enemy. It's that simple. So because she's not my enemy, I shouldn't treat her like one. So if I'm correcting her, or if I am, you know, kind of going through how I want certain things to happen, something blew in my eye. It's not because I'm trying to be a jerk. It's for the betterment of the situation. If you are my ride to die, if that's who you say you are, there is a certain duty that you have. Period. This is how it goes down. This is just how it goes down. Period. I'm the leader, right? So, and I never will lead anybody into danger. And I'm not saying that she's my prisoner. I didn't say she was a prisoner, right? There's people in this world right now that think that Biden is their fucking leader. But oh, my leader, Biden. Like, who, do you even know him? What has he done for you? What has any president actually done for you? Personally, nothing. They've done nothing. He's not leading you, he's leading the country, and he's leading you more so like a slave owner. If anything, he's not leading you like fucking giving you tips and helping you with your life and your mental state. So we got it twisted, and this is the problem. This is the pandemic, really. This is the epidemic that's going on, is that men need to be authentic. Again, I say this all the time. Men must be authentic. Men must be men. We are different, period. I don't care. I do not care what anybody says. We're different, right? The yin and the yang. We're two different people. It is what it is. And we need to understand that. And then again, we're not each other's enemy. So when I married my wife, I came into this going, she's not my enemy. Now, if she crosses the line, of course, things got to be dealt with. But I'm not going to treat her in such a way that she's some sort of a slave or something, unless she likes that in role play or whatever. You dig? Uncle Crunkle, what's the deal? Anyway, Trey Show 9, thank you for tuning in. I don't even know what to call this particular episode. I'm all over the place. You gotta get it how you get it. Take a tidbit here, take a gold nugget here, do this, do that. And guys, man, really stop chasing women. Chase excellence, not women. I'm telling you, trust me. It's better for you. So what I preach is how to take yourself from the lower self to the beta male self, this weak self, and how do you elevate yourself for you, for the benefit of you. Then the outpouring of that will be the benefit of others and for others, because it'll happen. It trust me. My relationship is far, far better than what it was in the very beginning. And every mistake that I make, everything that I do that is wrong, I can learn from, and I adjust and I pivot and I adapt and I learn. And I'm proud. I'm proud to be a man. I'm proud to and all the things that come with it, all the stereotypes too. I'm proud of those things as a man. Men are dogs. Yes, I'm proud of that. I love dogs. I think dogs are cute, right? They're furry. They're fun. They're cute. They protect. And when need be, they'll choke somebody. You know what I'm saying? Or bite somebody. They'll protect you. So everyone cuddles with a dog. Lions, you want to see a lion all the time. You want to hold them. You want to take them out. I just can't be on no leash. That's it. That's the only thing. And that's the problem. Most women are trying to put men on leashes because of their own damn insecurities. Well, I would rather do this. I would rather help you out with those insecurities than you put a leash on me, because that's not going to, the whole leash shit, that's not going to happen. No. So be proud of that shit. Be proud of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Mark, you're a pervert. Yes. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. With certain ground rules. We don't do pedophile shit. We don't do that shit. Okay? You got to be legal, whatever the legal age of the United States of America, this whole world, whatever legal age that is, whatever they fucking set, and that's what it is. We don't do no pedophile stuff. No. Right? You're a womanizer. Yes. I think women are beautiful. aesthetically, like the look of pretty women and beautiful women. I like it. I look. Hell yeah, I look. Yes, I look. And I want everybody to know that I look. I want everybody to know, right? But I have such a high standard. I have such a understanding that I don't let, if I'm not going to talk to you, then I'm really not going to waste my time. I got standards. If you're married, you shouldn't be following me. You shouldn't even be listening to me. If you're a woman, if you are a woman and you are married, you shouldn't be listening to me. Only men only, and single women. That's it. These are the style and the type of rules and guidelines that I have in order to operate the empire that I'm trying to build, that I am building, that I have built. Right? So this is what I preach. I preach that inner game. What's the inner game going on? That's what I'm trying to help men. I'm trying to help these young guys. I got a couple that I'm talking to right now, these young guys, trying to help them out. For example, one of the guys that I was chopping it up with, I'm going to be teaching him how to DJ. He was like, yeah, this girl tried to, smooth talk me, this and that, talking about she knew some famous rap star or somebody. And I was like, so? Who gives a shit? I don't give a damn about nobody's Hollywood and superstars and whatever. I don't care. These people don't put bread on my table. What the hell? Why am I tripping about them? I don't think men should be so wrapped up so closely into pop culture. I don't believe that. I don't care what age you are. I don't care what age you are. I don't care if you're 18 years old. You should not be so wrapped up in somebody else's life unless it was a business, unless you are creating this business for yourself. You should not be wrapped up. That's why I don't do sports. I don't. I think it's great entertainment, and that's it. I leave it at that. I don't know who's fucking who's doing what, who shoots this, all the stats and shit like that. I don't care, and I don't know. It's just entertainment. It's fun. It's great. It's pastime. Cool. Will I watch a game? Have I watched games? Of course. You dig? Of course. But I don't get wrapped up in that. I don't believe a man should. He should be on his purpose. Constantly on his purpose. Not caring. Not stressing. I got tons of emails. I got tons of work that I got to do. This is part of it, though. And you just do it. You get it done. You get it cracking. And you do it. And I'll wrap this up just like this. As I encourage the guys out there, chase excellence, not women. Chase excellence, not women. Get on your purpose. Get the bag. Get the paper. Get on your purpose and go. Don't trust a big butt and a smile. All right? Now, that doesn't mean you hate women. You just have to be, it's funny. Like, okay, here's a great example, and I'm going to wrap this up. This is the last story right here. It's like this. I love speed. I love, daring things. But I'm cautious. I take precaution. I take certain measure for safety, but I love doing it. You dig? Same thing with women. Same thing. Take caution. Learn what you're doing. You wouldn't just jump on some might have cousins that love riding motorcycles. It's scary. It's very dangerous. They take precaution. They take caution. They, watch out for this and head on a swivel. Same thing with women. Same thing. You love it though. But you take precaution. You dig? And that's all that I got to say. Trey Show 9, everybody. Hit us up on social media. Let's talk. Let's chat. Thank you for tuning in. I do appreciate you. And each one teach one. Iron sharpen iron. Peace out.